Here it is, afternoon, and I'm finally getting at it. It rained all morning. It started raining last night and has rained for probably almost 12 hours. So not much has gotten done today so far. Sat underneath the awning this morning, drank coffee, watched the squirrels and the blue jays eat peanuts. And I was messaging another guy here in Nova Scotia that is an off-gridder as well. It's really nice to be able to sit and have a conversation with somebody that shares the same ideas and the same goals as what you do. So we were swapping back information back and forth, and it was really nice. But anyhow, today I'm going to put the first row of sheathing on the north wall, finish the west wall, and do all of the east wall, first row. I'm gonna try maybe to do the second row, which will almost fill the entire north wall up, make things a lot sturdier for when I go to do the roof trusses or the roof rafters. All right, first two pieces are on. This has turned out to be a real struggle, but taking it one stride at a time. And today is going to wind up being a win, and positive, not negative. That's me talking to me because I'm getting frustrated. So the first two pieces are up, like I just said. I went around and screwed a scrap 2x4 to the bottom all the way along so that I had something to rest the plywood on. But the problem is these have been sitting for a couple of days, and the air is really moist, and they've soaked up some moisture and have warped a little bit or twisted. So when I'm putting them on, I'm pushing it in flush here, but it's popping out there and it's falling off. So I went and I got a scrap 2x6 and screwed in there, which made it come out this way further, and it stayed on. So, and I've smashed my thumb a few times, but like I said, one step forward, no steps back today. Another issue that I'm having is these tree branches, or sorry, roots, that I left when I dug it out with the Kubota. I got to come along and get them all cut out. This one here came out of the dirt there and was buried in the dirt there. And as I come walking across with the sheet of plywood, it's right there, and I caught it on the top of my foot and it tripped. Well, it made me stumble holding a piece of plywood. But that, in case anybody is ever wondering if they've seen it in quite a few videos, is leftover east trough and downspout from the solar shed outhouse rainwater collection system, which is right there. Which, by the way, if anybody's wondering, with all of that rain that we had last night and this morning, that 1,000-liter tote is over half full. So maybe today, the end of the day, I'll come along with a pair of clippers and start cutting all of those out, because I'm gonna wind up probably tripping and hurting myself if I don't. Okay, here we are, a couple hours later. Don't mind the messy hair. I just took my hat off. It's cool out, but I'm getting a little sweaty. Got the first row of sheathing on all the way around. And the first one of the second row. A little bit of sketchy shit Ken does to get that one up there, but Deb's not here to give me trouble, so she can yell at me later. Yeah, so it's all the way down. Second board's on. Not very exciting, but it's, like I said before, another step forward. This side's all done. Everything's all nailed. And now up there. I just want to put this out. If you're watching my videos to do research for your own upcoming homestead, that's great. But keep in mind, I am not a professional builder. I do have a extreme knowledge of building because of my father and grandfather, but I am not a professional. I don't hold any tickets, licenses in building at all. But what I wanted to say was, if you are doing research off of my videos to do your own homestead, that's great. I hope you do learn, but learn from my mistakes. Your space between your building and where you have dug it out, make it much bigger than what you actually need. I wish I had have dug back about another 4 feet. It would have made life a lot easier. This side's even tighter. I've got 3.5 feet. The gravel doesn't go all the way over, but that's the same level as the gravel. I've got 3.5 feet, maybe 4, between the building and the hill. And I wish I had taken an extra day and trimmed branches back and shoved this back a little bit more. It would have made life a lot easier. Once I get enough of the build done, when I get to the point that I'm standing around waiting for material to come or orders to come in, I'm going to trim that tree and bring the Kubota in and dig all this out. And then I'll get around here and dig this out as well. We are putting a deck, an 8-foot deck back here, the length of the building, or almost the length of the building. So that'll help in the future too by getting that done now. I'm back, and I still have messy hair. Something in the woods. Anyhow, east wall of sheeting still only has 1 layer. Back wall has 2 layers and just like 10 inches left to do at the top. All nailed in. I used a lot of nails, made a lot of noise. Neighbors' kids are out playing, if you heard them. Anyhow, that's it for tonight. Pretty impressed with what I got done. I wanted to get more done, but the day started off on a negative, and I just put my earbuds in, listened to Spotify, and kept going. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.